Okay, and let's get started tonight hearing from three incredible women. I feel like they are in all three different seasons of life, and they've started, and their journey is also different, which gets me fired up because I love the fact that anybody can do this business if you decide to do it. If you just do it, if you will just turn off sometimes the emotion and the negative thoughts and get all those out of your head and just get to work, you can be successful in this business. And so we're going to get started right now. Katie, so cute over here. I love it. I can see your face. But Katie, tell us really quick why you got in this business.
Okay, well, I got started at this business because, as many of you know, I have two babies under 2 years old, and so my house is crazy, first of all. We're paying for 2 daycares. My husband works full-time running a home health company, and I'm a teacher, so we don't make too much money, so paying for 2 daycares, that takes a lot of our money. And so I was actually on maternity leave, and I was scrolling through Instagram like I usually do, and I came across a post that said, Julie is looking for 2 people to join her team. Message her for more info. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my sign, because I've been praying, like, God, please give me a sign that everything's going to be okay. And so I texted my husband and I was like, you're going to call me crazy, but I'm going to sign up for this thing and I'm going to make us money. And he was like, hey, go ahead, put it on the credit card. Let's do this. So that's really how I got started is I was just scrolling through Instagram. I saw one of those posts and I signed up. I didn't think a thing about it.
Okay, so you're literally the result of what we would call an Instagram host a post. Someone posted, my friend Julie's looking for somebody wanting some extra money.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. And it's so funny because I really thought she only had 2 spots. And so I was like, I really have to impress her that there's a spot for me because I have to make money. I have to do this. That's what's really funny. Now that I know.
Yeah, now that you know, you're like, wait, but the urgency does pull people in. So when you can put that out there, people go, oh yeah, I want to be a part of that. I don't want to miss out. There's a little bit of this FOMO that we all have inside of us, right? So we're like, right. I need to do this too. And she put that out there. So I love that. Okay, so literally, but tell everybody, when was this?
This was on February 11th. I signed up.
Okay, so this was February 11th. And it is what? March 3rd, right?
Yes. So I don't even know everything. I'm still worrying the mess out of Julie. What do I say? What do I do? I'm sending her screenshots daily, blowing her phone up. And I know she probably gets annoyed with me, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right because I'm still new. Yeah. And so I don't know a lot, but I'm learning. And so anyway.
I love that. No, this is exactly how it is. And I want to encourage you, even with that, keep asking questions. And just as Rachel said, trust the process, because there is the people who trust and just go for it. There a lot of things happen for them. Okay. So you join, and what happens in less than a month?
Well, first, Julie told me to reach out to my chicken noodle soup family. 15, 20 people who would bring you chicken noodle soup if you were sick. Well, y'all, I'm going to be honest, no one responded. My mom did not even buy anything from me. She was like, why are you doing this? And I was like, just wait. I got this. It not even my close friends bought anything. And so I was kind of discouraged, and Julie was like, keep reaching out to those people. And I begged her. I was like, can I please just post on social media? I'm telling you, if I post on social media, someone will buy something from me. And so she was like, have you reached out to those people? And I'm like, yes, but they're not responding. They straight up ghosted me, not responding at all. And so finally she was like, okay, here's what you post on social media. And so then I slowly started, I think that first or second day, I want to say, and then I started screenshotting her all of my combos. Like, what do I say? I don't even know what thermophyte is. What is this? What is a triple threat? What is hair, skin, and nails? Because I had no idea what any of these things were. And so I learned as I go, like you said. And so.
Right. Okay. I think I say this every tips from the top, but I'm like, if you are just beginning, it's like swimming. We can tell you all the form, we can tell you everything, but you are not going to know. You're not going to have a clue how to swim until you get in that water.
Yes.
So get in the water and we'll figure it out together.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm so glad you're saying that, because there is a lot of you like, oh, well, I just want to wait, or I just want to know. And that's okay. But you can also learn as you go.
And I will tell you too, like I told my upline, Julie, I was like, Julie, I will do whatever you tell me to do. Like, I know you're making money and I need to make money like fast. And so you tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. So like, also like getting in the mindset, even my husband told me this, like, I never posted selfies of myself before I joined this business. Like, I was so weird about that. And so I just got over it. Eric's like, you're going to have to do it. You know, like, if she's telling you to do it, you need to do it. And so I was like, okay. So I got over that fear. I got over the fear of, well, my teacher friends are going to make fun of me for posting this stuff. They don't care. They're supportive because they know I have 2 babies in daycare and I have a ton of debt. And so they're super supportive of it. And I told them, we can still be friends on Facebook, but just hit that unfollow button. Like, if you're worried about what people are going to say, like, you just got to get over it, especially like if you're super motivated, like I still am, you know, because we need money. And so you just can't care what people think.
It's so true. That's like one of my favorite Bible scriptures is, you know, the fear of man is a trap. And so, and trusting the Lord will really get you over that. And so you're like, okay, God, you're like, this was the answer to my prayer. So I am going to do this no matter what comes my way, no matter what roadblock will happen. Right.
Yes.
You know, they're like, lots of people, I got lots of friends, but they're not going to pay my bills when it comes down to
it. No. And that's what my husband said. He goes, well, she's not paying our bills. And I'm like, truth. So I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I love that. So, okay. So you're just doing everything she says. And
yes. So, I mean, I think they'll call it like the core 4. I'm not even sure what all that is, but I mean, I'm constantly adding people on Facebook every day and Instagram. I'm not as good with Instagram as I am Facebook, but I'm constantly like adding friends on Facebook. I am constantly begging people to put like host a post up for me. Like, hey, I know this is like really random, but I kind of hope it's not. Do you mind putting up a post for me? Because I would really appreciate it and I do business. And so, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they'll do it. I mean, some probably think I'm crazy, but then again, you can't care. And so you have those sweet people that will do it for you because they're rooting for you. But I will say, like, if you're not talking to anybody, that's a problem. Because one thing I keep in my mind is like, I start getting nervous. Like, I start sweating when no one's talking to me. And that's when I text Julie and I'm like, Julie, I need a post. I need like a business post. What do I need to post? What do I need to say to people? Because no one's talking to me. Like, I'm getting low on talking to people. And that's when she'll send me like a hosted post. She'll give me a business post and all that stuff. So, I mean, you constantly have to be talking to at least like 2 to 3 people. Mm-hmm. And so and I can even message you posts because Julie has sent me so many, bless her heart. I mean, I blow my upline up constantly because I'm so obsessed with talking to people about it. So I guess that's what really the secret is you constantly have to be talking to somebody. And I'm sure I make my husband mad because he's like, hey, we're over here. We're your family. But then again, he is so supportive. So yeah, he gets it.
I love that. Okay, so you're doing your core 4 every day, which would be you're messaging people, you're putting up your posts, you're growing your market, you're following up, which is huge, right? People say yes, you don't say anything, or you know,
yes.
You're also with that, and then you're doing host a post, which is so good. So what would be you think one of the biggest things you posted, you've messaged, you've done that really is something everybody's got to try this one thing?
Well, like I told y'all before, like the chicken noodle soup thing, like did not work for me. It's kind of the same thing with like my Facebook friends, like my close friends, they're not interested in that type of thing. And I realized that, and I'm okay with that. But as I started friending people on Facebook and messaging those people who knew 6 more people and they might be interested in it, they started being interested in the products. But one thing that really got a lot of hits on my personal page, which I was shocked, was I think a couple weeks ago I posted, I'm giving away another $100 cash night. Tell me your middle name for an entry. And y'all, I got 247 comments on that. And my friends don't buy anything, but they will share a post for me 9 times out of 10. And so, I mean, I think I had 23 hosted posts going up from that. And so, I mean, I was so busy that whole week just trying to follow up, trying to get the orders in and all that. And I don't know if y'all are like this, but Julie trained me to like get their credit card info from them, which kind of sounds creepy, but that way you make sure you get a sale. Because I have found if you leave it up to them to go sign up on your website, they forget. Their purse is in the car. Oh, they'll do it tomorrow when they get to work, and then you lose them. And that has happened to me so many times, and it makes me so mad. So try to like be like, I've been frauded many times too. Just try to get their info so you can put in that order yourself. So
no, so good. I've started just taking like, as soon as they say yes, I say, great, this is the info I need. And I send that picture, which is on our units, y'all, of the info that they need. And that has helped a ton. Oh my gosh, I love you. And why can I picture you talking to a group of kids like, I'm so mad at you right now. Y'all need to sit down. As you're like saying, it makes me so mad. I'm like, oh,
I know, because I hate when I was a customer. Yes. Like one girl I'm talking to right now has the flu and she's too weak to go get her wallet. But I check in with her every day. I'm like, girl, do you have enough strength? Like, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting over the flu. Have you had time to go get your wallet? Like, I mean, I worry the mess out of people, but you can't care what people think. And like Julie said, you keep checking up with people until they tell you that they're not interested anymore in your product. Until they tell you no, you keep checking up on them. And so that's what I do, and it has worked out very well.
Can you give us a few of the messages you would send out to follow up?
I think Julie put one in the chat. Hey girl, I'm placing some orders right now. Would you like me to add yours too? I send that one all the time. Or, hey, are you still interested? Because I think you would love it. Yeah. And so just stuff like that. But Julie, really the one, I'm placing some orders right now. Would you like me to add yours is the big one.
Yeah, I love that one too. Okay. So basically in 16 days, am I right? You went Ruby?
Yes. And I don't know how I did it. It's just crazy.
Right. Well, when it comes
I talk to people nonstop.
Yeah.
You have to talk to people. You have to get over it. It's really the thing.
Yeah. You want to be in conversation with people 100%.
Yes, you do. And you have to be in that mindset, like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it well and I'm going to make money and I'm going to get to that goal. Like, you just have to like change your mindset.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much. Okay. So change your mindset. Any one last statement you want to give everybody?
You can do this. I promise you, I'm a full-time teacher. I have a husband at home and I have 2 babies under 2. Like, I promise you, like, if I can do this, anyone can do it. I know everyone always says that, but like, really, if I can do this, you can too.
Goodness, I love that. You're so amazing, Katie. And I know we'll be hearing from you. Diamond, double diamond, triple. You're going to get that bonus. It's amazing.
So, yeah.
Well, thanks so much for sharing with us tonight. And if you would type that, host a post in the chat, that would be awesome.
I'll post all of them that have worked for me.
Okay, great. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, just hit mute and I'll look for Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Stacy.
Took something else. Okay.
Oh, yay. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Is someone else talking?
I think so. I can't see you, but that's okay.
Frozen.
Uh-oh. Okay, let me hit mute all for a second.
Okay.
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 Yay, we got it. All right. Okay, so Miss Angela, how did you get in this business?
So back in the very beginning of September, my oldest son got engaged. And I was like, my future daughter-in-law's husband is a physician, or father is a physician, so it'll be a nice wedding. And I just really wanted to be able to contribute my part. I know I'm the boy mom, but I didn't want them to be like, oh, well, she can't afford it, so we'll just pay for everything. And then 2 days later, my puppy needed a $1,500 surgery on her little hip. So I have known Miss Jennifer Whistler for a very long time. I've known her husband, Adam, since he was about 14 years old. I'm a friend of the family. And I had just been watching her, and she kept posting about these bonuses and stuff. And I did not look into the company or anything at all. And I just inboxed her. And I know I was like the biggest shock ever. And I don't even think I ever liked a post or anything. I would just message her like, Jen, what are you doing? Because I had thought about getting a job on the weekends, but I'm 6 hours away from my favorite human, my only grandbaby, and the weekends is when I go.
Right.
And so I just did it. I did not tell anyone. I didn't tell my husband. And I did not put my first post up for like 2 weeks because I was embarrassed. And now I post like crazy.
You post like crazy and you enroll like crazy. So these are things I'm thinking though as I listen to you.
Okay.
Jen was posting, right? Like
yes.
she's putting posts up there.
Stories. It was her stories. It
Okay.
was like on her stories, and the posting about the bonuses was really the big thing.
Okay, so y'all, we need to be posting our stories. So whether you joined this business yesterday, okay, I know Katie's posting her story. I know she's saying, I'm going to, be able to retire working from my phone. I know she's saying, I'm going to be able to pay for this working from my phone, speaking that belief of what's going to happen. So we all need to be putting stories out there no matter what. Whether we did something that we earned a $10,000 bonus, or I joined with my friend Jennifer that earned this many bonuses and she's teaching me how to do it. And I can't wait to see who else is going to join me, so we are equipping people to do that. So putting stories out there, sharing other people's stories is so powerful too. And there's so many people who promoted right now. Yeah, you can go on Diamond Empire and there's pictures of people's promos and you can tell their story. And so I love that you're saying that because that is so key and it drew you in. And that's the other thing, guys.
Yes.
We might not have anybody commenting or liking our posts, but they're seeing them.
Yes. They're watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some people want to see if you're serious about it. So if there's our people that started and they post a couple times and then they're like, well, forget it. Yep. That's what people are expecting. And so when you start proving that wrong, they start going, oh, this person's serious. And I like their drive. I like their dedication, and they're going to continue to cheer you on. So I love, love, love that. Okay. So it took you 2 weeks to even post.
Yes. I was so scared of what everyone would think. And then, so it was September 7th I joined. I didn't post until like the 21st. And then from the 23rd to the 30th, I signed 7 customers just by listening to Jen. Like, I know when you messaged me, you're like, Angela, we want you to be. I'm like, why? I just do what I'm told. I don't know what I'm doing. And it just went from there. I just did everything I was supposed to do. And host to post is my favorite thing on the planet. I would say 90% of my customers are from host to post.
Okay. Tell us really quick what host to post looks like for you.
I started with the hair, skin, and nails because I live in Kentucky and I swear every person here wants long hair. I signed a ton of customers with the hair, skin, and nails. Mm-hmm. But lately, because when I started, I've lost 64 pounds so far on the Thermophyte X and all the other fun stuff. So lately I've been doing the who has 30 pounds to lose by summer or whatever. And I really use my results, and I tell my customers, you know, everything that I do and how it makes me feel and how much I love it. So, and my hair grew too.
Right. Well,
I use that too.
So host to post works even when you don't have a story at first, because there's so many other people's stories. So like, I'm telling you, if anybody takes hair, skin, and nails, their hair is going to grow. It's like, I have no doubt about that. As long as they're putting it in their mouth and drinking their water, their hair is going to grow. And so I think that's a great first one to get started with. But I love what you're saying. And I think the other ones are too, like clinically proven, the green tea photosome that's in the Thermophyte X is awesome. But being a product of the product, right? We always, this is another thing I will always say, and I'm going to say it again right now. If the product isn't changing your life in some way, the business probably won't either. And so when you are taking the product, not just buying the product, leaving it on your shelf, but taking it and getting results, your belief grows in the business, but then you're able to share that, like right from the beginning, like, here's my before and afters, you know? And I love that. Like for me, my husband, right, lost 50 pounds. And so that's something that I share right away. Like, this is what Joey did in 5 months by using the products. And so I love being able to show that testimony. So relatable.
Yeah.
So,
I started the Thermophyte X right away. Jen actually, as soon as I signed up, she just sent me a bottle, and I felt amazing within, like, by the second week, I had so much more energy and I just felt so good that I just started like being loud about that.
yep.
And, you know, it kind of snowballed from there.
And I love that you're saying that too, because talking about how you feel on the product is just about as effective as showing a before and after picture. I mean, I think both are super effective, but what mom or full-time worker or grandma, whatever, doesn't need more energy? I don't know what human being
Right.
a little more energy. And just talking about that. I love that. Okay. So you're saying, okay, I got started. For anybody who doesn't know, you went Emerald last month.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I still in shock, but yes, I did, because my team is amazing, and they all really stepped it up at the end of the month. And I challenged everybody to get a host to post up, and they did. And, you know, I wouldn't be there without them. So.
Right. So now when you're telling the team to put a host to post up, what are you telling everybody?
So I, last week or the week before, I started doing, I started a chat with everyone that was under me. Even if I didn't sign them, they're still under me and I want to help them. So I put a video up, and I'm like, guys, you know, out of the 60 some customers I've signed, 58 of them are from host to post. Like, you know, and I mean, I use the numbers, and you know, I think by them hearing like, wow, she signed 58 people on host post, maybe I should do this. And then I just put in the chat, like I gave them, you know, examples of host to post and which ones they put up, the scripts, whatever they need. And I love, so I have a girl, I signed my little Monique in like November, the end of November, because I had 3 distributors, but they really weren't working. And then I signed my little Monique. She signed a bunch of people for the BOGOs at the end of November. And then it was Christmas time. And she did not sign one customer for 6 weeks. Not for 6 weeks, but she kept doing all the things. So and I kept telling her, like, just, I promise you, you're planting seeds. I promise, just keep doing all the things. And she did everything. And in the middle of January, I think within 3 days, she signed like 7 customers, and she promoted to Ruby a week and a half ago after not signing anybody, you know, all for 6 weeks. So like, I just, if it wasn't for her, like buying in and believing and doing all the things, you know, I wouldn't be Emerald right now. So, I mean,
Yep.
I just think it's just so important to, I mean, nothing for 6 weeks because it was December, but she just kept doing it and believing, and God bless her. I kept telling her, I mean, I didn't really know. I just listened to everyone saying you're planting seeds because it's my first year. And God bless her. She just kept busting her butt. And 2 weeks after that, she went executive. And 2 weeks ago, she went Ruby. And now she started for Emerald.
I love that because, well, Monique, she's shouting you out, but I want to shout you out too, because I'm like, so many people would quit right there. And yes. I'm so glad you didn't, because in this business, that is what we are constantly faced with, an opportunity to quit or an opportunity to grow. And we get to choose which thing we want to do. And when you choose growth, you're never going to regret it, but there is points where you're like, I'm just trying, I'm just going over this, but it does come back to you. You are planting those seeds. And I love that you just had that faith to go, okay, this is what I keep hearing. So this is what I'm going to keep saying, because these guys know. Okay, so tell us really quick, when you're like, I just do what Jennifer tells me to do. So tell us what Jennifer tells you to do.
I mean, I religiously do the core 4. I mean, I only post 3 times a day. When I post more than that, I don't get as much traffic. I don't know if it's just something. I do morning, afternoon. I always do a personal post, and it's 95% of the time my grandbaby, because he's adorable. Mm-hmm. And then, I do the evening. I do not miss power hours. I'm like obsessed. I set alarms on my phone, and I work full time, everybody. Like I work full time. I told my husband, Sam, like, I ain't got time to work. I got things to do with these girls. I need to help all these girls. Like, I don't have time to go to work. But I do work full time. And, and especially when I first started, I did not miss one. Like, I was obsessed. I was even doing the Thursday night 11 o'clock and then turning around doing the Friday morning 6:30. I don't do the 11 o'clock on Thursday night much anymore. I'm just letting you know, because I'm tired. But I was, because I just felt like I was missing it and I had to keep going. So I'm a little obsessed with the power hours and getting on and watching everything.
I love that, because there is key, right? Now you're making me think of my other illustration about the zebras. Like, that zebras, how they defend themselves against lions is they stay in a pack, because of all their lines. When they stay close, a lion can't pick one out. And so they see it as a bigger animal than them altogether. And so there is a power of conquering stuff, and when we separate ourselves, sometimes that's just such a place where the enemy can influence us. But when you get around that fire, it fuels that flame, and it won't go out. And so I love that you're saying that you plug in and you do your core 4, which is you post, you're messaging, you're following up, right? And you're growing your market.
Yes.
Okay.
And I noticed, it's so funny. I kind of noticed it yesterday because I'm so busy. I'm so yellow. It's crazy. So like I think right now my time management, because I'm so plugged into my girls and like I want them so much. I'm going to get a little emotional. I'm trying not to. They're all going to laugh at me because I always cry. But I just like what I'm feeling now feels so amazing to be Emerald, and I'm so close to Diamond. But like I want all of them to have this feeling. I mean, like I have something that can help someone stay home with their babies. Like that is the most amazing thing ever. So I just get real emotional. But I did notice I didn't go down and interact at all yesterday. And I'm like, why isn't anybody commenting on my stuff? Because I didn't. So, I mean, that's like one big thing I even learned yesterday. Like I have to take time to kind of do my stuff so I can help them still.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I blew up Jen's phone, and I still do every day. She can tell you. I'm like, sorry.
No, if anybody's just beginning, we say this all the time. Message. I expect questions. You have to learn as you go. So I love that. Okay, do you have one statement of advice you would give everybody?
gosh, just do the stuff. Like, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I am no one special. I've never done anything like this before. I've never taken a selfie in my life, and I selfie away now. So, I mean, and I'm older. I mean, I'm the oldest one on here tonight. Okay. Like, anyone can do this, but you have to do it. Just do the stuff. Like, it's all in front of you. I go on Diamond Empire every day. I get scripts from there. I get, if I need a post, whatever, just do it. But you have to decide you're just going to do it.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. Like, I just do the stuff.
You're so right. I'm loving this. No, wait, let's give Angela a little faith right now, because you know what I heard? This is what I heard. I was asked recently this week, I'm like, is there anybody on the team that's not 35 with 2 kids at home that's doing this business? And I'm like, yes. So before we go any further, I'll call myself out. I'm 40, okay, doing this thing.
Okay, no, I'm 46.
Okay, anybody 40 and up, go ahead. Just say, I'm here. You don't even have to say how old you are. But let us tell you. Okay, well, look at Robin. She's like 35 with 5 kids. Okay, see?
That's like 48.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I always, my, I'm in Kentucky, just me and my husband. We had to move here for his job, so it's just us. And I'm a grandmother. And I still do it.
Exactly. And look at this. I'm loving this right here. There's so many different people doing this. So don't ever get stuck in your head that you can't, because you know what I mean? You can have an excuse, or you could have a why. And so lean into the why. Where you focus on is where you steer. So don't focus on things being an excuse. Focus on them being a why. You're like, I want to use my time on the weekends to go see my grandkids. So I'm going to work this thing. And I love that that's your why. And so everybody has one of those. It might look a whole lot different, but we all have a why. And when we focus on that, that's what we do. So thank you.
And I'm quitting my job. My goal by May. I'm quitting my job. I tell Jen all the time, I'm quitting my full-time job. So when they need Mimi's going to drive 6 hours and go. Thank you. It works.
Thank you. It works. I love that. Oh my gosh, you're just inspiring me all over again. I'm like, I need a Katie with 2 under 2, and I need an Angela who's ready to retire and be the Mimi whenever she See, we got them all of it. So. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on with us and sharing. If you want to share your favorite host-to-post script in here too, that would be awesome.
Okay.
So great. Hey, Diamond, Double Diamond retired. We are all going to be celebrating when Mimi retires, right?
There's
Diamond Empire post. Mimi retires.
Yes. Mimi is a full-time Mimi.
I love it. Okay. Thank you, Angela. You can you mute yourself? All right. Miss Lacey, congratulations. I'm going to make this dog stop for a second. I'm sorry. Okay, Kelly and I decided that Larry's become a toddler. And when I'm distracted, he's like, I'm going to bark at you. I'm like, you can't do that. Okay. All right. Okay. 1, congratulations, girl. Double diamond. Yes, I know this happened in January, but we are shouting it out tonight for sure. Okay. Tell us why you joined, how you joined.
Okay. So most of you know that I have a story similar to Stacey's, with Sherry Lynn, as far as my sister made me. So Tessie joined and told me I needed to try this coffee, and I was like, ugh, I don't like coffee. She's like, but it's gonna make you skinny. And I was like, okay, I'll down it, fine, whatever, be a customer. And so I bought like $200 worth of stuff. And then she's like, but you could be a distributor now too. And I was like, no, no, thank you. I'm good. She's like, but it's only $20. And I was like, no, I'm still good. Like, I just spent $200. So I kind of like ignored her the whole time. Like the whole month of February. So within 2 weeks, I lost 8 pounds drinking the chocolate greens and the coffee, because at this time I figured out that I love the coffee with the chocolate greens, like, because I don't like coffee. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe I could like sign up a little bit and get some more products. So on February 28th of 2019, I joined the business. So I just made a year ago, a few days ago. And I was like, okay, but I'm not gonna do anything. Like, I was like the worst distributor ever. But she was my sister, so I was like, okay. I didn't do anything she told me to do, and it probably took me until like late March before I like actually started working the business. So don't follow everything I did. Like, listen to your upline, do what they say, because that's exactly what Tessie did, and she promoted fast. I didn't listen to her. I still promoted, but I didn't do it as quickly. So first note, listen to your upline. They know what they're talking about. Don't question what they do. Listen, and ask them lots of questions, because I didn't, and I feel like now I'm like, darn, I wish I would have. So don't be that person. So I joined, started working in March. I promoted to Diamond in June, and then I kind of just like sat there for a while. But I was like, I work a full-time job, so I work in childcare at the university here. So I do that from 8 to 5:15 every day. So I have a full-time job, and then like my Diamond check was basically match my full-time income at that point.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? So I was like, of course I want to quit my job. And I was like, I can't really, like, they got good insurance. It's a state job, got retirement. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to continue to work the business. I'll make some adjustments, all this stuff. Well, I sat at Diamond for forever, from June to, well, December. Um, I had a really high Diamond check though, too. Like, in all honesty, like, my checks were really good. And I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, I can, but then I just got down on myself, I guess, and that's whenever I started doing my self-development. So, like, everyone's talking about self-development, fill your cup up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I drink coffee, it's fine, a cup's full. No, like, no joke, y'all. Like, Stephen Furtick is my jam. I love listening to Pam Souter's podcast. Abby Kappa, I think Kappa is the one I listen to in the mornings. So now I wake up at 5 o'clock. So I wake up earlier than I would have, and I do my self-development. I check in with my team. I do things that I can't do while I'm at work. So in the mornings before I get to work at 8, I already have 2 posts up. Like, before I go to bed at night, I find a funny meme, or I set up a post and I save it on my Facebook. Whenever my alarm clock hits at 5:30, the first thing I'm doing, I know y'all say like, okay, listen, no, I'm putting up a post. Then I'm turning on my self-development and I'm doing my task. And then right before, like, you can check my post, like, my second post goes up at like 7:55, 7:59, like right before the 8 o'clock I get into work. And then during the day, I go to the bathroom and I message and I friend request, all that good stuff. I check in with my team as much as I can. But something just hit in January, and I was like, okay, we're going to conference. We know something big is coming. Like, the whole time, Mark and Cami and all of them were saying, January counts. Whatever happens, January counts. Make it count. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make it count. Like, I'm going double diamond. And like, in all of my posts, like, I put it out into the universe. I was like, I'm going double diamond this month. I'm, ranking up. I'm making double my income from my phone this month. This is what I'm gonna do. And I made myself believe it. I felt like maybe I wasn't, but if I put it out there enough, I kind of had to. Like, I put that on my own self.
Mhm.
So that's what I did. And whenever I hit double diamond in conference, everyone who was there was like, we knew you were going to do it because you kept saying it. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was going to do. So like, I show up to everything. I have huge FOMO. Whenever people go live, I'm like immediately running to the bathroom and like sharing it with my team. That way I have like the links to like look back on and watch them later, because I can't watch them at work. When they have power hours, like, I love 6:30 power hours in the morning, because that's my jam. I'm always there with Hope, with Julie, with Stacy, anyone who's doing a 6:30 power hour, I'm on it. The promotion month, I was on the power hours with Hope at 11 at night sometimes, which was way hard, but I was doing it. I didn't realize until, I think, this weekend, because I was sick in bed. I'm like a faithful Young and the Restless watcher. like daily. That's one of those things that I was like, I never really got into like weekly shows. I have like a week to watch it now. So I've watched Young and the Restless. Well, this weekend I got on my DVR and I realized that the last Young and the Restless episode that I had watched or was recorded was January 10th. Like I hadn't watched Young and the Restless since January 10th. And before that it was like Spotty, like I'll watch a few at a time. But like that hit me this week and I was like, that was probably like the day I decided I was going double diamond. Like that didn't matter anymore. Like my priorities shifted. Like I knew what I needed to do. I didn't even realize I missed it. Like it just, yeah, exactly. TV doesn't equal BB. Like I don't care what time of day it was, my TV was off and I was working. Not just like constantly, strolling on Facebook. Like every time I saw a person, I was like, hey, do I need to interact with this post? Do I need to send them a host post? Do I need to follow up with them, or do I need to remove them? And it got to where that was what I was looking at on Facebook. I was like, okay, if I had a negative friend, I'm in a sorority. I deleted like 10 sorority sisters in the whole month of January because they were like, oh, Pyramid's seen this. I'm like, bye, girl, bye. Faithful and nope, gotta go. I got to make money. You taking up a spot. So it was really just deciding and then doing it. Because you can bring my friend in real life, but I can only have 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I'm like pushing it right now. So my mom's not even my friend on Facebook.
Oh no.
My mom made a Facebook a few weeks back, and she's asked me twice to be her friend, and she's already a distributor. Like, what? No, I don't need to be a friend. My stuff's public.
Okay, real quick though. I'm sitting here scrolling because I should have one, but you probably have one really quick. Show everybody your before and afters because you have amazing before and afters. And I
do.
So
and that's something else that helped me was I did host a post. I do host a post. Host a post is my jam. But I was doing host a post for hair, skin, and nails. I don't know how to.
Yep, that's okay. We could see it.
So that is my before and afters, and that is hair, skin, and nails, and collagen, and that's 1 month.
1 month of hair, skin, and nails, and collagen. And that's amazing results. Okay, so you have that, all right? So you know the hair, skin, and nails, and the collagen works amazing. Mm-hmm. What about your coffee before and after, or your celery before and after?
So my coffee I talk about the celery all the time, y'all. Like celery is probably one of my favorite products. Not my favorite tasting, but my favorite product because I love the benefits. I think I've all but sold like maybe 2. So I don't know what's going on with that. But now like people are like noticing, like it's because I'm being consistent. Like people are coming back 6-8 months later. Oh, you're still selling this? Oh, I see your results. I just posted a picture tonight. I've had 3 people, nothing to do with the business. They're like, you look amazing. Like people see that I'm losing weight. I've lost 23 pounds. Like it shows. People are noticing. My clothes are falling off at work. I'm having to find belts. So people are seeing the results and they're definitely buying because they're like, wait, what do you drink with your coffee? Like, what's that stuff you put in there though? So I put the chocolate greens in it. So I'm doing like both products.
And that's keto coffee and chocolate greens. So you're like celery first thing in the morning, then you take your keto coffee and chocolate greens and you've lost 23 pounds.
And I take the Thermophyte after my coffee.
Okay.
And then usually the fat butters after dinner because I'm really bad at dieting.
Yeah, you didn't change any of your diet. You've just replaced breakfast with coffee, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Exactly.
And then you take that.
And I tell like the people that I talk with, I don't tell like all potentials like, oh, I did everything bad and like I just take all the no, like I just tell my friends, but like they see me pig out at work or at dinner or whatever, and I'm like clearly telling you my products work because still eating like I do.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that you're getting results. I love that you're using the products and you're able to use those with your host to post. And I just wanted to tell everybody, if there's anybody on here that's going, I don't understand host to post. Well, one, you need to message your upline. If they don't know what host to post is, they have an upline somewhere that knows what it is. And I will guarantee you, speaking for all uplines, we want you doing host to post. So if you can find a person who wants you doing it that will take the time to show you how to do that. Okay. Now with that, we have a whole unit on the team page that actually talks you through step by step exactly how to do that. But I love that you're leading with your own results. I think that's powerful. I also love that you're like, I just decided. And there is power when you just decide. this is what I'm going to do, right? Like when that's in that, the Hollywood success commandments where he's like, if you decide you're going to Florida and you come across a roadblock, you don't drive back home. Right?
I think
You take the
in the
detour and get to the destination. And so you guys, you're going to hit some roadblocks. You're going to have to take some detours, but you can definitely still get to the destination no matter what. Okay, go ahead. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I think that also, like, I have wrote down lots of notes because I got nervous, and then whenever I saw that there was 200 people on here, I was like, oh my God. Okay, so something else that I find I am, like, a lot of people are like, they'll message me, hey, what script are you using? Hey, like, whenever I'm following up with people, I ask them how I think I would want to be asked. Like, there's no, like, catch or whatever. Like, I'm direct. Like, hey, like we said, I'm placing orders. You want me to get you yours placed or no? Like, super simple. You don't have to be cheesy. You don't have to be, by the book, bullet point. Like, just be honest and open on how you think you'd want to be answered. Like, even if it's about the business, like if they ask you a question, do you have a script for that? Just answer them. Like, you've been in the business. You know the answer. Be genuine with people. So I think that also helps too. Like, I am loud about every part of the business. I'm loud about all the products I use. I'm loud about why I joined, what I'm making now. Like, at first I was very hesitant to put how much money I make because I do have a lot of coworkers and my boss on Facebook. She's about to be deleted. She's not about to join the business. She doesn't host posts for nothing. She's taking them flat. So now that I'm making literally double my work job, like, I'm putting that out there too. Like, I am making double a state job from my phone. That's in almost all of my business posts.
Yeah. You're putting it out there. Why not? Okay. So this is what I want everybody to do tonight. Put it out there. Who's going for a bonus right now? If you're going for a bonus, put a 1 in the chat or just say me. Yeah. Yeah. So the challenge is to you for every day this month to put it out there in some form. Right? So that's what you did. Tell us what your posts look like, or give us just a quick rundown.
Well, just about every business post in January said that I was going double diamond and I was going to be making double double my income right now. Now I'm being loud about the $30,000 post. With every post that says, anyone who joins now can have the opportunity to earn $15,000. I say, I've earned this bonus, I've earned another bonus, and I'm going for a third one. I'm going to claim this bonus this month. Or, I'm going to be making, is it 74? I haven't memorized the number yet because I didn't put that in the post just yet. However much that is, but it's just me. So whatever the triple income is, I don't have a husband. So that was another thing that I was like, I'm never, going to be able to make all this money because I'm single or I have a full-time job or, whatever, like fill in the blank. Like, I got that out of my head in January. Like, I can do this. I can do this alone. I can do this with my team. I can do this with my sister. Like, I am going to do this in multiple different ways.
Yeah. No, I love that you just said that because I really do feel like comparison is such a tool of the enemy, and you do not want that in any part of your life. So when it comes to this business, yeah, it's so easy for all of us to go, there's one person sitting there going, I don't have kids to take cute pictures of. Okay. And then there's somebody with kids going, I don't have time because I have kids. You know what I mean? And then there's people going, I'm at home all day just sitting with my kids. What am I going to post about? And then there's other people going, I don't have time to post. Okay. There's an excuse for everything if you get into the game of comparison. And so you have to decide that game and that tool of the enemy no longer works in your mind. And when you find yourself going there, you go, nope, in the name of Jesus, I submit my thought under this power, and God has given me the ability to do this business, or he wouldn't have given it to me. And he has given you that. And so leave your excuses at the door, decide you're going to do it, listen to the people who know what they're doing, be willing. Like, I love when Angela's like, when I post 4 times, I don't get as great results as when I post 3 times. I love that. You know why I love that? Because that means she's taking ownership of her business. She is her own CEO and she knows what it takes to do her business. You figure out your numbers, okay? I know actually when I switch from posting 3 to 4 times, my enrollments go up. So isn't that funny? But we can know our stuff and we can do it, but you have to decide. And then just go to your destination and don't hold back. And so I love that. I love that you decided. I love that you left your excuses at the door, because Ambassador, here you come. We got a team. I'm just going to keep speaking that. We have a team full of ambassadors, empowering other women and helping them. Just like Angela said, what a gift we have. Like, literally, I don't know if Terry's on here, but she's a DT on my team that's not able to go to work and has to stay home all the time. But I love that she gets to do this business. What a gift this is to change her life. I love that Katie's sitting here going, man, I don't want to go back to school. Can I retire myself? I'm tired of paying for daycare. I'm ready to do this. Yes, you can. You can be your own business owner and do it through this, and you can help other people do the exact same thing. And so that's powerful. Y'all, Lacey, you're amazing. Tell everybody one thing you want to tell them, and then we'll end this thing.
Oh gosh. Say it and do it. That's it. Just say it and do it.
Yeah. Say it and do it. Speak it and do it. You can and you will. And when you do, to God be the glory. You can and you will. You have the full ability. Then you line up your will. I will do this. And you watch what happens. And it's amazing what God can do through somebody who's willing to go for it. And so, okay, I love it. Katie, Angela, thank you so much for sharing tonight. Even your stories, and just we're cheering each other on. I'm cheering everybody on here moving forward. The sky is the limit, y'all. So don't, the sun shines on all of us, right? Sometimes you look at going, oh, well, if they get a bigger piece of the pie, that means my piece has to be smaller. But that is not how this business works at all. It's all there for the taking, just for you. Just do it. Go out and do it, okay? All right. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this team. I thank you for each and every person on here. Thank you for the gift that it is. I pray that you would bless the works of their hands, God. Your word says that we can plant the seed, and we can water the seed, but you can make it grow, Lord. So as we plant and as we water, we ask you to make it grow. Pray that you bless them in all their situations. If there's anybody on here with just some stuff that they need you super involved in, I pray that you would give them the courage and the boldness to just ask you to be so evident in that situation. And I thank you for the people you're bringing in this business that need to get healthy, that need the extra money. We just thank you for them. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, y'all, have the best night. Thanks again. I will be putting up the recording, and then the girls, the girls who shared tonight, share some of their favorite things under there that they've talked about tonight, so we can equip y'all to go for it. But y'all, I'm expecting all those ones I saw, or all those reload or rank up bonuses I'm seeing. That's going to happen. Okay. So I want to see all those promotion pictures coming up this month. Put it out there. Put other people's stories out there. Do host a post, please. Please do host a post. If that's working for everybody that was on tonight, and a lot more people. And we'll see ya. Tomorrow night, if you are brand new, tomorrow night we have our new distributor training that Kelly Brown and myself do. And so that will be happening. So make sure you're looking on the team page to plug into that as well. And then all the power hours, keep showing up, right? Everybody says we show up to go up. And who's going to Scottsdale or Vegas? I'm flying to Vegas tomorrow to be at the Try It there. And then I'm though there's lots of people coming to Scottsdale. Tessie, can't wait to see you, Tracy. Yay. Okay, we are going to have a blast, but y'all get to events to plug in that way. And Nashville's coming up. And I'm going to be out of the country. I'm really jealous. So y'all better show up to Nashville. That's one of the funnest cities to go to. And that'll be a great event too. All right. Love you. Have a great night.